What's up, crew? Welcome to the sweet 16th episode of 40-ounce Malt Liquor TV. Today, we're going to be drinking E40. Let's take a little sip, shall we? It's not very good, crew. E40 was released December 2015 by the rapper of the same name. It's brewed by City Brewery under the name Interactions and Transactions. Weighs in at 10% alcohol by volume. And it's malt liquor brewed with honey. That's nice. I hate living here. Can't wait to move. These people, no respect for the art of the 40-ounce video. This one might be skunked, I don't know. Got some scratches on the glass. I had this before. I likened it to 40, an old, no longer produced malt liquor by City Brewery. That was also 10% alcohol, except this is like that with a hint of honey. This one tastes a little off from what I remembered. I don't know. This might actually be the actual flavor. Yeah, this might be legit. I'm just having trouble remembering. It is a bit rough, a bit strong in alcohol content, so you can taste it. Word out on the street is, and rumors have it, that E40 is being discontinued. So, you know, I had a decent run if that's the case, year and a half. Back when it first dropped, I was predicting it wouldn't last. Label's cool, concept's cool, but dude was charging $5 a 40 for this, calling it a craft malt liquor, when in reality it's not actually craft brewery producing this, and adding a dash of honey doesn't exactly turn poo into gold. The label reads, E40 got his name drinking 40-ounce beers on the 1300 block of Magazine Street in the hillside of Vallejo, California. When creating his own beer, he accepted only the finest quality ingredients available. This refreshing malt liquor with a hint of honey is delicious and ready to go. And there you have it. There's certainly worse tasting 40s in the 10 and 11% range. This is one of the better ones, as a matter of fact. So for that, it's fine, but it was never worth $5 a 40. People who are drinking 40s are valuing saving a buck over taste, for the most part, generally speaking. So his target audience this was not going to fly with them. And over time, consumers like ourselves, not me because I can't buy this in the stores, this was shipped over. Consumers like ourselves, though, we're seeing steep discounts on E40. I think the 24-ounce cans were like $3 a can or something. This E40 came by way of Loot Bag Larry to Fear, who handed it to me. He drank one, had some extras, gave me this, brought it to the 14th annual 40-ounce crew meeting in the mines, which was just recently. So I took it home with me for a vid. For the soil. For the soil. What do you think that means? Pour it into the soil. Pour a little out for your dead homies. Pour the whole thing out because it doesn't taste that good. It's alright. At best. So like I said, 14th annual 40-ounce crew meeting of the mines was recently. We were in Philadelphia. The first night, Thursday night, 40-ounce crew OG 64 came by along with White Mike, crashed to my place. They were coming long distances, so they rolled down with me the next day to Philly. But that Thursday night, we went to North Jersey, hit up Rutt's Hut, met up with 40-ounce crew member Mars, aka Doughboy. Got some rippers, which are these deep fried hot dogs. They just throw hot dogs in a deep fryer till they rip open. And also some gravy dipped cheeseburgers. On point. Drank a few pitchers of High Life. Came back to my area. Went to this place called Big Heads that sells Coors Light 40s. You know, you make do with what you got. It's not every day you get to drink a 40 in a bar, so you know, sometimes you suck it up and you drink a Coors Light 40 just because you can at a bar for $7.50. Had some wings. There was some wild beer pong tournament going on, which we didn't take part in. Prior to all that, we had a 40 each and a 12-ounce each here at my place before we rolled out to all these things. Had like 3 shots of Jaeger each at Big Heads. Did considerably more drinking the first night, the first unofficial night, as a matter of fact, than I thought we would. I thought it would be kind of low-key and chill. Friday, rolled down to Philly. First got a breakfast sandwich in my hometown. Got the triple bypass. I don't even remember everything that's on it. It's like double pork roll, double bacon, 2 eggs, cheese. I think some other meat was on there. So some good sustenance from a decent amount of drinking the previous night and to fuel up for the coming weekend. Got to Philly a little early, just hit up a comic book store on South Street just to kill some time till it was time to meet the other dudes. And then we met up at Paisano's, got some sandwiches. From there, not too far away, hit up this Little Baby's ice cream just because I was determined to try pizza flavored ice cream. Ice cream that was actually made with like tomato paste and oregano and other ingredients that made it taste like pizza. Was both disgusting and delicious. First bite, you're like, second, same. You keep eating it. By the end, I'm like, nah, scooping up every last drop. It's good. Then it was time to finally start partying. By this time, it was me, OG, White Mike, Fear, and Brew Unstoppable, aka Brew 302. We picked up Fett went and checked into our hotel, Hilton. Between the 6 of us or so, we had booked 2 suites. They had those really big suites. You know, you got your separate kitchen and living room and separate bedroom. The bedrooms had 2 double beds each. Then there was the pull-out couch. One guy brought an air mattress, so everybody had their own spot to sleep, of course. And good times. Did some hotel drinking. What we do from there? We rolled out, hit up Tattoo Moms. Hit up Tattoo Moms. This is a shirt I'm wearing. Dive bar on South Street, kind of punk rock theme. What else? Shoddy was with us, another 40-ounce crew member, old school member. He was just coming out for Friday alone. Had a bunch of drinks there. Everything from beers to shots to some sort of tropical drink in a tiki cat mug. Pretty ridiculous. Lots of booze was consumed. Went down the block to Jim's Cheesesteaks. Got some cheesesteaks. Eventually made it back to the hotel. There was a stop at Wawa first. Got a pint of ice cream, sat there in the hotel like a slob eating ice cream. And then eventually just crashed. It was Saturday. Saturday, wake up, do some lounger, hit up the rooftop pool. Did that for a while. Hit up Reading Terminal Market for food. I usually get the Nick's roast pork with sharp provolone and broccoli rabe when I'm in Reading. Pretty famous spot, a famous sandwich, but after the one I had at Paisano's the previous day, I didn't really need it, so ate some different kinds of chicken from Diners, I don't really know how they're pronounced. Little booth. In Reading Terminal, get like full wings. Not like when you go to a normal place and you get wings, and if it's a dozen wings, it's actually 6 wings, because the real wing is the drumstick and the wing attached. I only got 4 full wings, so 8 wings in essence, 1 of each, smoked, fried, rotisserie, and San Antonio sauce. All were very good. Hit up Herschel's Lower East Side. It's a Jewish deli in Reading Terminal. Got a gigantic pastrami sandwich on rye with mustard. Then I satisfied my sweet tooth. Got some what was it, butterscotch chip cookies and almond joy cookies and a slice of bacon covered in chocolate and peanut butter. Shout out to diabetes. What do we do from there? From there, I think we just went back to the hotel, did some drinking. Give me a minute to reflect. And we got ready for the Phillies game, Phillies versus Mets. I'm not a big baseball fan by any means. I think most of the dudes weren't, but we did it anyway. We went, drank beers, ate chicken Pete's crab fries with queso dip, delicious. Hung out. It was alright. After the game was over, took an Uber. Had to pile in. It was supposed to be a XL, but it wasn't. It could only fit 5, and there was like, well, 6 of us plus the driver, so Fett crawled into like the back storage compartment, the trunk area, pretty much. And the rest of us had to squeeze. It was like a clown car when we unloaded. And hit up garage in Fishtown. Pretty good bar. Serve malt liquor in cans as well as craft beer. They have everything. They had basically like a Slurpee machine pouring out, I forget what it was called, some sort of tropical like mango alcoholic Slurpee concoction. I had one of those at the end of the night too, just to mix it up. But yeah, they have cans of Old E, cans of Colt 45, 16-ounce cans. So, not a bad spot. If you're ever in Philadelphia, hit up garage. Rewind Friday night. First bar we hit up was Drinkers. They used to have High Life 40s, so, but then they switched over to Bud Light, or no, excuse me, regular Budweiser 40s at some point. So, kind of sucks. But we hit it up hoping they had the High Life 40s again, but they don't. Still doing Budweiser 40s. It's a little on the early side, so we just did that, and then from there is when we went to Tattooed Mom. This is a rough one to drink fast. I know I'm talking a lot, but I also don't want to drink it any faster than I am. I got that much left, so for all I know, this is a 45-minute video. I apologize, but whatever. Let me know if you hung in there this long. Those who don't say so in the comments, I know you tapped out early. It's rough at the bottom. No surprise this is being discontinued, to be honest. V40 was a smidge smarter, like myself. He would have made this a lower alcohol content, because let's be honest, we don't really need 10% 40s. They're fun to party with every now and then and get the night kicked off pretty strongly, but if you're going to sell 40s at $5 a pop, first of all, bad idea. You want to make some profits off your name. You can up the price $1 at best, but not $2 to $3. But it's got to be better tasting than this. Sorry. 7.1. That's the magic number. 7.1 alcohol by volume. That gets you in the high gravity range, and it still tastes delicious. Bruce 40 knows that, not E40. I think Bruce 40's got to put out his own 40 in time for his 40th. But you know about that. So what else? That's pretty much it. Crash Saturday night. Wake up Sunday and just shuffle around, getting ready to check out. That's really it. Pretty good meeting overall. I liked it more than the last two. Last year was New Jersey and New York. New Brunswick, New Jersey, and then New York City, that is. And the previous year was Cleveland. and now that I ran out of stuff to say, I still got a freaking quarter of my 40 here. I don't even feel like finishing it. But I guess I have to, so I don't know, maybe you can just sit there and watch me sip this slowly in silence for another 15 minutes. Do have an empty case of this, the case that these came in at home, courtesy of Kings Rivera, who also hooked me up with my first E40, 40 ounce. It's been a while since I drank this, I guess over a year, although I had a 24 ounce can of it at the Meeting of the Minds I was just rambling on about. Because one of our activities that we've done a couple times now is the high gravity grab bag, aka HGGB, where you get a bunch of high gravity beers, and this was included because it's 10%, and get them cold and just mix them up, and you don't look at what you're taking, and then you gotta drink it. You could luck out and grab yourself a Natty Daddy, or you could strike out and grab yourself a Earthquake or Camo Black Ice. You know what? I've drank this in its entirety before. This video is getting way too long. I don't want it to drag on. E40. Your 40's getting discontinued. It says for the soil right on the label. I'm going to pour a little out for you. Rest in peace, E40. Till next time, crew.